Hello everybody, we are going to be carrying on with Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 4. So, in the last episode we finished off the main story of Crash Bandicoot. We are going back to get all the gems. We've got all the coloured gems as well, and that should mean we can get all of the gems. So we're going to have a very quick run through the game and pick up all the gems that we missed. So, as before, you're going to start seeing these clocks appear in the levels, and they initiate the time trial mode, which was added to this game later on. We're not going to be doing the time trials in this run through because some of them are obnoxiously difficult, and I don't particularly want to play through the game 3 times over. So we're going to just make our way through the levels, collect all the boxes, and try not to die, because some of the levels, I believe, need that as a requirement. Now, obviously, if you've already played through the game like I have, these levels will be fairly straightforward. So as you can see, because we've got the green gem, this platform has appeared and takes us up to a secret area. And that shouldn't even be possible, but we did it anyway. So I seem to actually remember missing 3 boxes in this one. So chances are, as long as we collect all the other boxes, we should be fine. And again, if you want to keep track of your boxes and you get to the end of the level and you're missing a few, you can always press the triangle button and check how many you've got. I like to also keep an eye on it when you get these TNT areas, because sometimes, for some reason, if they're off screen, they don't always explode, both of them. So always worth checking. Now, obviously, the bonus round does include a fair few boxes, so you will have to do those. Again, they should be fairly straightforward by this point. Never seen a roller change direction halfway through a path, if I'm honest, but game's got glitches. So yep, that got us the gem, and Crash should, in this instant, vomit up a gem for us. Fantastic. So every time we get a gem, obviously our percentage is going to go up. We are aiming for 100%. I believe the relics do not actually add to your percentage. And again, most of these levels will be fairly straightforward if you've already finished the game. Obviously, trying to do this all first time is going to be quite difficult, especially since you need the coloured gems, and a lot of them on that 3rd island. But this is what I meant earlier in the playthrough, where I said, look, this game has pretty incredible replay value. And that will give us another round of invincibility. I believe the first time I did this level I had a massive round of invincibility as well. Again, always best not to take any unnecessary risks, so there's the bonus for us. I believe there is a gem path right at the end of this level, so we'll keep our lookout for that. Oh, I still haven't learned how to spin, apparently. 36 levels, I believe, in, and we still haven't learned how to swim properly. Jump, 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 super duper. And then 2 more lives at the end, like we need them. But hey, we need the boxes. So not too many more. There's the gem path. And this should lead us to our last few boxes. Now, obviously, they assume, I believe, that by the time you get to these gem paths that you're going to have either finished or very nearly finished the game. So some of these gem paths, even on some of the easier levels, are notoriously difficult. So don't go into any level assuming that it's going to be straightforward. Oh. Let's make sure there's no boxes up there. So obviously this is pretty severely ramped up from the first half of the level. This is more like the native fortress level from later in the game. Oh, excuse me. And as per usual, we get a background feature. And yeah, the level does get quite tricky near the edge there. Something to keep an eye out for. Oh, excuse me again. How rude of you. Doink! There we go. So we've still got 3 boxes to go. This should be around somewhere. I'm guessing they're going to be on the back end of a jump here. Oh, there's one. Ow. Oh. Calm and composed. Did that belly flop leave a print on the floor and then it just vanished? You still missed 1 box somehow. I'm actually going to go back and look for it because that's moderately annoying. I believe it probably would have been on this portion of the level. Ah! There it is. That's very, very sneaky. That's very, very sneaky. Thought I was going a little mad there. Thought I'd missed a perfectly reasonable box. However, it does mean we have to do this awfulness again. And that'll be the gem. Fantastic. So you saw that was a lot harder. The second half. Cool, so based on how many levels we have to actually do, I may well try and get all this done in one episode. If we do, this will be the final episode. If not, we'll split it into two. But I know some of those later levels do get quite tricky, so we'll see how we get on. We'll definitely get the first and probably the second islands done. Such a happy little tune for this level, before the horrors of the third island. Right, okie dokie, so we've got a... Cool. So it looks like that's where our hidden box would have been. Obviously assuming there aren't any more. That should be a fairly straightforward rest of the level. Great stuff. And again, if you're gem hunting, just remember, if you do finish a bonus, you cannot go back into it regardless of whether you ace it or not. So if you know you've missed a few boxes that you can't go back and get, especially on some of the later bonuses, just throw yourself off a ledge or something to that effect. We've got another gem path for 2 more boxes. So again, this might be another situation where the level is potentially quite tough. There's our last 2. So a little bit of awkward time in there. There we go. Not too difficult at all. Literally pulling it out of your ass, Crash. So 16 gems so far. So I believe we've got another 10 to go. So a lot of those will probably be in the later levels. But we've got a few to pick up yet. So if this actually is the final video of Crash Bandicoot 1, I wanted to share some thoughts on the future of this channel. So I've definitely got plans for doing a blind Bloodborne run through, something a little bit more serious, on the basis that I have never played it before. I have it, I've just never actually played it. So what a better excuse to pick it up and give it a go. I am a bit of a Souls Souls series at least fanatic, so I think it's worth giving it a go. So if you've got any preferences, hints, tips for Bloodborne, then do let me know. Also thinking about doing the first game of the Spyro Reignited trilogy as well. So yeah, we've got some interesting games lined up. Also, around August time, we will be starting doing some charity streams as well. So last year I did a 24-hour Dark Souls 1 run through that, due to technical difficulties, sadly didn't make it actually onto YouTube as a series. So we will be doing Dark Souls 2 instead. I actually have plans to bring a friend over, a member of the family, to commentate that with me, and it should be an absolute blast. So again, there'll be details about that coming up throughout the summer. So here's our gem path. Fairly straightforward there. A wonderful portrait of our nemesis, Mr. Cortex. Ooh, we missed a Brio mask. I think I actually know where that was as well. Do you know what? I'm actually going to restart the level because I think I know where I missed that, and that's my own fault. So apologies for this, guys. Me being a bit of a completionist, I do want to try and get everything. Again, thankfully the relics are more down to skill, so it's very difficult to actually do a sort of a walkthrough for them. So there's the first one. However, the gems can be a bit trickier at times. Oh yes, I think I know where this one is. There it is. I must have blew it away when I balls. When I had the invincibility last time, I must just blew it away. So we've got both masks now, so we can just blow these up, no problem at all. And our counter should go up by 9. There it is. Again, there's nothing more infuriating than missing one gem, or missing one box, should I say, when you get to the end of the level. So when you've got big stacks of boxes like that, it's always best to check. So that's 2. Again, the rest of the level shouldn't really give us too much more grief, hopefully. Another handy little tip, when you're bouncing on those boxes, if you hold down the X button, it actually, as you probably know, bounces you higher. Sometimes they do put boxes out of a normal jump's reach, so it's always worth just checking while you've got the bounces. That's all 21 boxes. So, I believe we will have to do this again because of the quit. Yes, we will, yeah. Ooh. There we go. And obviously the Cortex and Brio masks bonus also give you boxes as well, so always best to complete them if you're hunting for gems. Oh, jumped too far. level 17. I don't even know if that explosion at the end there can actually kill you. I've never actually tested that theory. I don't think I'll ever need to. But just be careful. So that should be the last 4. Wonderful. So we've got the one for Hogwild, Native Fortress. Now this is where obviously some of the levels start getting quite a bit longer. So judging on how long this takes, we'll see about getting them all in one go. So we've got 48 boxes in this one. Hello turtles, using your carcasses if I may. Oh. I think sometimes the difficulty in getting doing the replay, if you like, also is down to the fact you know that the levels are going to be fairly straightforward up until kind of this point. So your tendency to rush, like I did there, is a lot greater. So if I could be, if I could give the best advice is just to treat them like you would any level, because there's nothing worse than missing a box or dying because you rushed. It just gets frustrating very quickly. And I should probably take my own advice as well. Because I have a tendency to do just that thing. There we go. And there's our bonus. Only 5 boxes here. Nice and easy. And again guys, if there's any games that you want to see being played by myself, whether it's something you think I might or not play, by all means leave a comment. I may well play it. Also got plans to play the Medieval remake when that comes out. I think it's later this year that comes out. And I will definitely be doing a Final Fantasy VII run through as well when that finally hits. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a massive nut of Final Fantasy. And I've been very eagerly awaiting the new FF7. Make sure there's no tricky boxes there. So yeah, I will be running through that as and when, really. Just make sure there's no boxes here as well. No, all good, fantastic. Wow. Okay. Oh, there we go. So I mean, it's very easy to be killed off in these early levels because you rush. That's the second time I've allowed her to do that. So yeah, I believe there is a gem path at the end of this one as well. I think, if memory serves, it actually takes you into the clouds. Go back to 99. Yeah, there's the red gem. So this must take you upwards. Super duper. My memory is not quite as dilapidated as I thought. Okay, so different. I can only imagine the horrors that would be awaiting you below if you did actually fall off, so do be wary of that. There's a lot of apples up here, so I keep calling them apples, damn it. They don't even look like apples, they are more mangoes, but it is definitely a Wumpa. There's definitely no more boxes there, so we will just hopefully bounce onto that red gem there. Hopefully that'll take us back to where we were. Also love, one thing I love about these games, Crash just looks so nonchalant. He just doesn't care about what is going on. He really doesn't give a rat's. Ooh, I wonder if I've got to do the gem path again. Yes, yes we do. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's what happens when you fall off. You die to your death. Fall to your death. You don't die to your death. Dying to your death is burnt to a crisp. Because I'm not concentrating and I am rushing, which I inexplicably said was the worst thing to do in these early levels, and I'm doing it again. Doing it again. Hey, at least if you are early in the game and you come back to this level, at least you're going to get plenty of out of Wumpa fruit. I nearly said apples, but I didn't. Crash must have one hell of a headache at this point. So again, do not rush. Take your time. The epitome of patience is what I am. I have never... I'm going to have to play the original again, because I don't actually remember that being there. I remember struggling in this area for so long. And then I find it by absolute accident. One, two, doink, doink. One box to go, and it's there. There's the gem, thank the Lord. I never have to do that level ever again. Da-da-da! Cool. So, I think we'll do one or two more levels, and then we'll call it on the basis that this video is going to be going on for a fair while if we do everything on the basis that a lot of these levels do get quite tough near the end again, so the third island shouldn't actually be that bad on the basis that most of the gems on there are actually coloured gems, which we already have. So I don't think we actually have to worry too much about the third island. And in the last episode of the series, we will obviously be showing off A, the Great Hall, and B, we will do Cortex. We'll thwart him again and see if there's an alternate ending. Now, if memory serves, one of these sections you have to come back. I think it's a little bit later. Still got a fair while to go. Yeah, I got 40 odd boxes to get. Yeah, this is the section I got stuck on last time. I couldn't, because I was a dingus and didn't figure it out. And back we come. Ooh, gotta be careful of that. And I did it again. I'm sorry, Crash. I'm a moron. I'm a moron. I explicably said what I did wrong, and I did it again. Oh, I came back too fast. So, let's give them time to come back to the surface and make our way back. There we go. Whew. That should have been fairly straightforward. But I am no pro at these games. And this is where a lot of those boxes will be hiding. On the... Ah, that was lucky. This should be the new channel name, just Fluke Master. Because all I do is fluke my way through games. So that's the last box. That gives us a nice gem at the end of it. Superb! And Crash's back is currently thanking us, however his rectum isn't. So I think we'll do one more. Lost City we've done, Temple Ruins we've done. Road to Nowhere, that's not such a pain in the backside, so we will, he says, probably dying horrendously. Because I remember the level wasn't too bad, it was just the fact that the why do I say it? Why do I say things aren't going to be too bad? I always do this. Don't know why I'm spinning, it does nothing. Nothing at all. Hello, Mr. Hog. Goodbye, Mr. Hog. checkpoint hadn't even finished doing its animation. Good hockey, good hockey, good hockey. There's another red gem path for us. Ooh, okay. I believe we have a bit of a puzzle. Kaboom. Ah. Okay. Just want to make sure there's nothing back here as well, because again, some of these areas I have very little memory of. So, this is definitely the first. Oh, I did it again. I did it again because I'm a moron. Okay. Oh, I see. And then you get the Aku Aku so you can spin that one. You didn't even have to spin it, I'm just a dingus. That was very puzzly, I think. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I seem to remember I died here, so we'll jump onto the platform, not walk onto it. Forgot about that. Boop, 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 boop. 2 boxes remain. And there's the gem path for us. I believe this will lead us to our last 2. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh no. Go boing. It just makes me so nervous jumping onto thin air. Oh, come on. I was ass attacked by a turtle. Come on. It's not that hard. Come on. Just land where they are. I've nearly said apples again. Ooh. Perfect. Fantastic. Da-da-da-da. Thank you for that, Crash. So, I think, based on the fact that the levels are starting to get a little trickier, we're going to... yeah, we're going to call it there. We've only got 6 gems to go, and 3 of them are right here. So, in the next episode, we're going to do Boulder Dash, we do the bonus level Whole Hog, and we are going to complete the dreaded Sunset Vista as well. So I will see you in the next episode, guys. Have a lovely rest of your day, and speak to you all soon. Bye!